Good morning, humanity. It's February 25th, 2019, and this is Mondays with Bev and Paul. And hi, my name's Paul.
Hi, my name's Bev.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Hi, everybody. We're back again for another Monday, and we're going to have a great show. As always, we have fun doing this.
We do.
I always
Yes.
wake up, on Monday morning and go, what the hell are we going to talk about?
We always figure something out, though, don't
We do, and today, as you can see on our ticker tape on the bottom there, is what do you need to practice BioTouch? And I think that was inspired with me by the Oscars last night.
Oh, boy.
And we'll show you why, because we're going to read first thing about answering this question. We're going to go to our manual, and we're just going to read what you need to practice BioTouch right out of our preface.
And here it says, with a simple intent to help, one's fellow human beings and proper instruction, assistance may be initiated by any individual. No special talent is required to be effective. Everyone, because of their inherent love and compassion for those who are suffering, can perform these methods without limitation.
You know, I always just love that. When
Everyone.
Yes, everyone. This is not something that is exclusive. It's not a hierarchy. BioTouch is for everyone, and all you need is an inherent love and compassion for another fellow human being.
Oh, you just said all you need is love.
All you need is love. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, we loved that song when it was popular.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
So, they talked about that period of time on the planet where, it was just a bunch of hippies and they called it free love. But, it was about love. And the Oscars last night was sort of drilling it home. I mean, what's it been, 50 years now?
Yes.
And now it's mainstream. I mean, most of those presenters were talking about these movies are being designed to share that about love and equality.
Yeah, that was the theme
Yes.
last night. And what's amazing about those kinds of events is that it reaches so many people.
Yeah.
So this message is getting out. I mean, for me, this message of loving one another is just what we're talking about. It's the language now.
So even in our preface, which has been around for 30 years, I mean, the reason I even got involved in BioTouch was in this little town of Mancos, Colorado, 900 people, very much ranching community. This old timer said to me, Paul, Norman and Carol brought love to the Mancos Valley.
Wow.
And I was like, that was it. The light bulb went off, the fireworks went off, and I knew that this was something I needed to help get out to humanity.
Oh, yeah.
And that was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So even then we were sort of a little ahead of the game. And here, I just remembered this. We had one of our first certification classes, and there was an ex-CIA agent.
Oh.
And he says, I've been involved in a lot of revolutions, but I've never seen one as powerful as what was happening in that room. He says, because this one is based on love.
Wow.
Yes.
That's profound. I
And
love that.
we have held that space for 30 years, especially with that preface. All it takes is an inherent love. Like,
That's right.
What is an inherent love?
Oh, it's something that's just present with, it just is. It's just a sentient part of us. Love is who we are. When we look beyond all this other little stuff that's going on right now, that's what's keeping us, glued together. Is love? This thought about love. It's always been. It's just all we need to do is remember that is what we are, and that's what we're here to share with each other.
It's sort of the blood that goes through our system. I mean, if we pictured that as love, it's what makes us all move. It's what keeps us all alive.
I call it a circulatory flow.
Circulatory flow, folks. So
Yeah.
that's the only thing that's needed to practice BioTouch. And therefore, since it's in all of us, everybody can practice BioTouch. There are no levels. There are no special tricks. We have a few sets of points to learn. The greeting is the basic one, which we've got that 21-day program. Just practice the greeting for 21 days and watch the changes happening in your life.
Oh my goodness, yes, it's powerful.
So, hi Julie, hi Charlotte, welcome to us.
Good morning,
You
ladies.
know, what do you think BioTouch, what do you need to practice BioTouch? What have you used to practice BioTouch?
Yeah.
And these would carry with us wherever we go.
I know, I've often said, wow, I mean, you have your toolkit right there, these 2 fingers.
Right?
Wow.
So, somebody's trying to call me. Wow, it's love calling. It's an agreement. So that was the big message in the Oscars, and going back into that too. I just went to a presentation by Gary Schwartz,
Yes.
Dr. Gary Schwartz, who has it was 20th anniversary since we met him, and he opened the Human Energy Systems Laboratory.
I know. Wow. I can't believe it's been 20 years already.
And some of his first research with energy modalities was BioTouch. He also included Reiki, Jo Ray in the beginning times.
Right.
He went on and on to practice other kinds of healing techniques, wrote a book, The Energy Experiments, and then went on to do other kinds of work with survival of consciousness, communication with mediums, communication with angels. You know, he's so far out there. The academic community is sort of pushing him.
He's a little rebel.
Yeah, get away. You know?
I know.
Anyhow, he did a presentation the other night, and you know, as academia does, it was very clinically oriented. He's a clinician, and unless he can prove things scientifically, he's not going to believe in it. So he creates all these protocols. And he went on and on about the protocols, and he's a very good presenter. I love Gary.
Oh, yeah.
We have a nice picture we'll post here next week. But he went on and he went on, and people are like enthralled by the data, as he calls it.
Right.
And lo and behold, what do you think he says? The last slide, he's gone over his time to talk. He's talked for an hour, and he puts up this last slide. He says, you know, it basically comes down to this. And what does the slide say? It's all about love.
Wow. That is just crazy. Yeah.
Charlotte says, love is who we are.
Right on, Charlotte.
So that's, you know, it was amazing to hear that, you know, and that's why BioTouch in its presentation is so amazing.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you hear somebody like Gary Schwartz, is like you said, this, you know, he needs the data and this research, and he doesn't. So when it comes down to everything, love pervades everything. That's really what he was saying. Well, you know, you take all of the stuff out of it, and we're left with one thing: the pure nature of who we are. That's all it's love.
And so why do we make healing so confusing? I remember talking once to another guy. He was saying, yeah, but you know, this is what's happening, and he was trying to describe BioTouch and what this was happening and what kind of energetic level this was working. I went, you know, that's all fine and good. I said, but you know, basically it's just about love. And he turns to me and he goes, well, when you talk in those terms, nothing really matters.
See? So maybe BioTouch is the rebel in the healing world.
You know,
we are the rebels because we're holding a whole different thought form about what health is, what healing is.
So we have a little sharing. We interviewed Elaine at our center. She's been a practitioner, certified practitioner volunteer since 2011.
Wow.
And we just wanted to share with you her little testimonial that she had just the other day.
We're here at the BioTouch Center, and this is Elaine Davis. And Elaine has been a staff member for how long?
7 years.
7 years. So my question for you today is, after 7 years, tell us why you still continue to share BioTouch.
Oh, I always tell the interns when they come in is enjoy your journey, because everyone's journey is different. And that has just opened up my mind and my body connection, and just to live a healthier and cleaner life, less stress, and just appreciate the gifts that are given to us. And you just want to share it. You just want to educate people to have them realize that our good Lord created an amazing body, and it knows how to heal itself if we give it what it needs. And it does talk to us, and we shouldn't listen to it when it's screaming at us when we have the flu or a cold, whatever. So, yeah, this is just, and this is a place of love and a place of being safe, that everyone is here because they believe in what they're doing, and as I say, we're sharing it out of love.
Thank you, Elaine.
So I told her right after that was right from the heart. That was inherent speaking from her heart, because that was not, I just asked her that question out of the blue. She had no and she just let it go.
And for Elaine, it's really been transformative all these years. And she sort of, every time I work on her, she goes, I don't understand. How come there's not more people here? Why don't they keep learning about, she just doesn't, it doesn't compute as it doesn't with me after 30 years.
Well, we've said many times, though, this is, when we're starting to talk about a different way of what health is, of what healing is, and that all you need is just this, to be present, and those two little fingers. We're really out there offering something different and new to how we think. So that's what I said. We're rebels, but somebody's got to do it. Here we are.
So when Gary shared with at the end of his spiel about it's just all about love, we wanted to share. So he wrote the preface to the book by Deborah Schildhouse, Healing with the Power in Our Fingertips, and we wanted to share what he wrote about BioTouch.
So this is from the foreword, and I'm going to just read this one little paragraph. Gary says, the kind of love that BioTouch fosters is a high level of love, including empathy, compassion, caring, kindness, gentleness, protection, safety, warmth, gratitude, appreciation, and respect. A high level of love.
A high level. Not that there's levels of love.
Right, right.
But, it's funny in this earth plane of communication and words, when we get to that word love, I think what we're talking about is something we don't understand. We have to put compassion, empathy, all those terms of things that make it understandable. But a high level of love has you can't describe it. It's just a presence.
It's so abstract in our thinking, but I think what's important is that it doesn't matter if we understand what love is or we know what love is. When we start to speak it into our spheres of influence and in our groups, we're changing something. We really are. We're starting to hold a higher sense of who we are and who we've been. It's time to do that.
Yes, and if we just take these two fingers and touch another one, that's inherent in the touch, is that expression, that action of love. It's not about a mind thing. It's not about projection. There's no intention per se. You don't need an intention if that's who you are. And what we're saying with BioTouch is just do the points as an expression of that love, and things will change.
Yeah, we say love is, love is action.
Yes.
Putting it into action.
Whoop,
Absolutely.
we just had a little problem.
Oh, no.
Oh, there we are again.
Okay.
Has reconnected. So we were off for a little while. I guess we're still on if people want to talk
Okay.
to us. Okay, we're back.
Our studio had a breakdown. It happens.
It looks like Elaine is with us. Thanks, Elaine, for that little testimonial you gave us. And Hillary is with us from down in Mexico.
Oh, hi,
She's
Hillary.
been following us. Dear friend of
Lovely.
mine from the old camp days.
Oh.
And she and her sister and I were really good friends. And
Aw.
her sister passed away a few years ago.
Nice.
But Hillary and I are dear friends too. And thanks, Hillary. And there, hopefully Hillary will set up a class. We'll come down there and teach all your people in your community.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Our goal is to get this into communities.
Yeah.
That's the idea. It's a way to bring people together. We're all equal in this little bozo show called life. And
Aren't we?
BioTouch is truly that revolutionary technique that everybody can do for the purpose of healing. And we're talking about stress, pain, or any symptom of any disease. we're talking about very earth plane kind of things. And you can do it with people in comas. You can do it with people just with a flu and a cold, headaches. So whatever the problem is, you can do BioTouch. And here is the one set of points that you do to get started.
The greeting is always performed at the beginning of each session. It's the only set that uses one hand and the only set that indicates which hand to use. The greeting is performed with the dominant hand. If you are right-handed, use your right hand. If you are left-handed, use your left hand. The greeting is made by touching at point 1, which is in the fleshy area just below the bottom of the breastbone or sternum. Hold this point for 6 to 8 seconds. Then, with the same 2 fingers, touch point 2 on the back. To find point 2, look for the big bone at the base of the neck. From here, move 1 to 1.5 inches to the left. This is point 2. Hold this point for 6 to 8 seconds. More than one associate may work with a recipient provided that...
And then comes the sun.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about.
That's revolutionary.
Yeah.
So if we can get this into all the families, if we can get it into all the neighborhoods, if we can get it all to communities, the states, the countries, to the whole globe, then I'll give it to my granddaughter and she can take it because she's going to Mars. So
yay.
It'll work on Mars too. Men are from Mars. So that's how we teach it. Do the greeting for 21 days. If you'd like to be on our 21-day challenge, send us an email.
Oh, right.
We'll put you into the loop.
I was thinking when I was watching that video that we've given you a key to begin the healing in your life, and which will change your life. Yeah. And I'm just going to say it. BioTouch will change your life. Yeah.
So if you want another change, join us for our health condition workshop. This Thursday, February 28th, from 6 to 8 p.m., we got Mercedes, who's going to give us a presentation about tinnitus. She's from the Medicine Wheel Dental and Wellness Center here in Tucson. And, I think we did another day here, didn't we?
We did.
We certainly did. So we want to read you some words, and we're going to end you with a song that was graciously given to us by Horace Barn, one of our longtime practitioners.
Yes. Yeah.
We've actually posted it on our YouTube site with the words, the closed captioning, but we're going to give you some of the words because it really answers what do you need to practice BioTouch. And the words to his song are basically put love into action if you ever want to have any real satisfaction. Choose love while you still can. Don't even try to understand the healing grace in your own hands.
Isn't that beautiful?
Put love into action, he says.
Yeah.
Then he goes on, I know that you have heard these beautiful words, love thy neighbor as thyself. Using BioTouch will help you so much, you will never need anything else.
Well said, Horace.
Thank you, Horace.
Yeah.
And we are going to end with his song. So he writes these songs, he sends them to Nashville, and they put them to music.
Amazing.
Thank you, Horace. Thank you all for letting us into your house.
Have a wonderful day and a glorious week.
If pain has got you down and you live in town, take a trip down to Pima Street. The people down there are people who care. They will get you back on your feet. Put love into action. Put love into action. If you ever want to have any real satisfaction, choose love while you still can. Don't even try to understand the healing grace in your own hands. Put love into action. I know you have heard these beautiful words, love thy neighbor as thyself. Using BioTouch will help you so much, you'll never need anything else. Put love into action. Put love into action if you ever want to have any real satisfaction. Choose love while you still can. Don't even try to understand the healing grace in your own hands. Put love into action. Of mine has spent a lifetime teaching people how to heal. Energy healing is such a good feeling, it'll help you if anything will. Put love into action. Put love into action if you ever want to have any real satisfaction. Choose love while you still can. Don't even try to understand the healing grace in your own hands. Put love into action. Put love into action. Put love into action.